is up, YouTube? Welcome back again to our channel, Red Bull Coffee and Crime. I just wanted to do a quick video. Um, I was looking through my old Facebook that I can no longer access because I went to Facebook jail and then it's asking me to put in old phone numbers. I don't know, but I am friends with my old profile. And I was just looking through and I saw our Gabriel Fernandez bracelets and our magnets that we still have. So I kind of want to come on here and just go over some things. I know a lot of you know the story about Gabriel Fernandez. I started advocating because of Gabriel. You know, I definitely fell in love with Gabriel, Anthony Avelos, just so many more kids, Adrian Jones, and we. I started off in a nonprofit working for Anna's Angels, but then I found out she was a fraud and nobody believed me. But she ended up going to jail like 6 months later. It was a big old deal, and oh my gosh, I was like, I'm so glad I left, that nonprofit. She was involved with like the Sophie Long case, and it, she was the one that was like telling everybody to bring their guns, and it was on TikTok, but I met her through TikTok. Anyways, um, so I before I met her, I reached out to Gabriel Fernandez family. I just wanted to know a little bit more, and I didn't think that I would get like answered back, and his aunt wrote me back, and I was so excited because I got to hear more of the story and more of um, how much the other family did fight for him. Um, I mean, there's a lot of things going around like, oh my God, it's the teacher's fault. It's where was the other family? And they were involved. They did every single thing they could to get Gabriel out of that house. Nothing was their fault. Um, there was way more going on um, in real life, like that wasn't told on the documentary, and my heart just breaks every time I think about it. Um, but we became a family. We tried to put together a protest nationwide to protest at CPS offices, DFACS offices, and all that. Um, and there were other advocates now that I'm really good friends with. We all met, through Gabriel. And my daughter, even, she, to this day, she loves Gabriel. She draws pictures and she draws turtles, because Ninja Turtles is his favorite thing. She draws crosses, she draws pictures of him, and she wears her bracelets. So it's amazing what my daughter has learned from, everything that I have done. And I hope it's something that she, picks up when she gets older, and helping kids. So, if anybody does not know who Gabriel Fernandez is, um, I hate going over the story, but okay. So Gabriel Fernandez, he was 8 from Palmdale, California. He had been abused and tortured over a period of months. He was murdered by his mother, Pearl Fernandez, and her boyfriend, Izaro Aguirre, from he died from receiving a beating 2 days earlier. Um, like they tortured him throughout all these months, and they kept him in a box. They made him eat feces. They shot him with BB guns. They did a lot to Gabriel, and they did way more. I'm not going to speak about, but um, the mom and her boyfriend, they were charged and they were convicted of first degree murder. Um, Fernandez, she was sentenced to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole, and her boyfriend was sentenced to death. They actually were trying to go back to court to get it overturned, like to get a new trial. And thank God it did not work. At that point, we were protesting and doing everything we could. We were writing, oh my God, Gaston. Oh, I forgot his name. But yeah, so it was a whole 8 month deal where multiple people reported signs of abuse to social workers. Social workers knew, like they'd been to the house, they knew what was going on, but he was never removed from their house. And it, it ended up, four of the social workers, they were actually charged in the LA Superior Court, but later on, all charges were dropped, which is fucking bullshit because they had so many chances to save him, even police officers. Um, Gabriel, he was born February 20th, 2005, to Arnold Contreras, and I'm even friends with him, and Pearl Fernandez. After birth, Gabriel was put in the custody of his great uncle. He is an amazing, amazing person, but he passed away. The uncle was on Pearl's side, and his boyfriend, well, husband, Michael, um, they both passed away. Um, they raised Gabriel for 4 years, and then in 2009, Gabriel was four at the time. He moved in with his grandparents because his grandfather objected. Like he did not like the fact that Gabriel was living with, a same-sex couple, which was bullshit because that was the only place that he was actually loved. Like they loved Gabriel to death. They treated him so well. Um, you could, it breaks my heart. He lived with his grandparents until I think it was 2012, and that is when his mom came in and they regained custody of him. Um, and it was only for, they wanted just the, what's it called, the money from the government. And so throughout the 8 month stay in the house, he was abused, he was tortured. Like I said, his beatings they were caused him to have broken bones. Like I said, also being forced to eat cat litter, even his own throw up. He had to eat spoiled or expired foods. He was burned with cigarettes. The BB gun, it was shot at him in various areas of the body. It was in his face, in his groin. And throughout all of this, his mom and stepdad, they would laugh. Um, and the stepdad said, he was motivated to abuse Gabriel because he believed Gabriel was gay. Um, the siblings in the home were also abused, but they weren't abused as much as Gabriel was. Um, but they were abused. And just imagine how young seeing your sibling being treated that way. So on May 22nd, 2013, it was actually Pearl who called 911. She reported that Gabriel was not breathing, um, and God, sorry guys, this story is really hard for me. Gabriel was fatally beaten by both his mom and the stepdad, well, the boyfriend, after failing to clean up his toys. When the ambulance arrived, they found Gabriel naked with so many injuries. Um, and the paramedics, they rushed him to the hospital. And when he got to the hospital, the doctors declared him brain dead. He passed away 2 days later, which was May 24th, 2013. He was 8 at the time, and the autopsy, it was that he died of blunt force trauma. Um, so this story really, really, really broke my heart and got to me. And after I watched the documentary and I reached out to the family, and we worked on doing all this other types of stuff, I was like, I need to continue to do this. Like, you know, and Anthony Avelos. I don't know if you guys have heard of Anthony. I'll eventually do everybody's story. I just wanted to let you know, just kind of explain where I started from. Um, and now we're on Chiron. Chiron to me is just like what I felt with Gabriel and still do, till this day. Um, we will not stop um, advocating for Chiron or believing that he is um, not alive. Like, we won't believe that he is dead. There's no evidence, there is no proof. And I'm so thankful for every supporter that has reached out, because there's been so many, and that share the videos for Chiron and all the other cases as well, because we need people to be looking for him. So, you know, the more you share, the more awareness you bring, and we have a better chance of finding Chiron and all the other children that are missing. So yeah, I just wanted, like, I was looking at the bracelets and our little magnet thing, and I was like, oh, like, I remember when we got sent those, and it was so nice. He really liked Ninja Turtles, so that was like his thing. And um like I said, I met so many good friends through Gabriel, and I have through Kyron too. Garnett. we have been we have become closer than I have to anybody, and you know it's amazing what Garnett has gone through as well, and she still is here advocating for others. It's freaking amazing. Um, so yeah, we will not stop. We won't give up, and nobody can get in the way of what we do. Um, if I was not like a reliable, respected um, advocate or person at all, Gabriel's family would never speak to me. People wouldn't be working with us, and it shows. We are in this for the children, and that's all that matters. Um, you know, I just, my heart breaks every day looking at different cases and figuring out which ones, to do next and which ones, they all need attention. So hopefully, like, we're going to try to do more. We do as much as we can for now. And we do different topics, but I do eventually want to do a whole thing on Gabriel, um, a whole thing on Anthony Avelos, Adrian Jones, and Dakota Collins. So many more. We already did Dakota's, but I think we want to like go back. Um, but yeah, that is how I started. And for Anna's Angels, oh my gosh, I knew it from like a couple months in. I was like, there is something not right about this nonprofit. I've never worked for a nonprofit before. And I was so excited. Like, it was my first time. And I even introduced them to Gabriel's family because we were all going to work together on this whole thing that we were doing um, with the DFACs and the CPS. But I had a weird feeling and I backed out. And so glad months later they ended up getting caught. Um, yeah, I want nothing to do with scammers or frauds. It's discussing what people will do to make money, and how far they will go. But I just want to come on here and explain how I started. And with Kyron's case, we are totally invested. Like, we will not stop. Um, we will keep making videos. We will keep sharing his flyers. Um, there is nothing anyone can say or do to make us feel any different. Um, there's so much negativity in all of this, but we just have to ignore it. And people that bring negativity onto YouTube, um, they have issues with them within themselves. It's really gross going after people that are advocating. Like, you have to be one screwed up person to do that to somebody. um but like I said, whatever happens, like, we're still gonna be here. um I am so glad that we've met so many new people, like, just doing this for the past couple months, and we're so thankful for them. We met a group of dedicated, passionate creators that actually care. Um, Arctic Fox True Crime, Checking Convictions, White Boy Lockdown Radio, Sluggish Sleuth, just so many. So thank you guys so much for your support. We really appreciate it. Um, Let me know also in the comments if you guys would like any Gabriel bracelets or magnets. There's no charge. Um, yeah, we'll just send them to you. Like, if you would like one, just leave a comment, let us know, and we'll send them off to you. It is a certain family member that makes them. So, but there is no charge for it. So, if you just leave like a comment, and then if I ask for an email and you don't want it to be shown publicly, you could just erase it right when I see it or something. Um, or actually, I'm gonna start putting my email in the like about section of our channel. So yeah, if you guys have not joined our Facebook group, Kyron Horman Investigation, New, Old, and Ignored Tips, Please do. A lot of facts are on there. I am so, well, I'm not really surprised at how many people have commented. Like, I never knew this. Like, it's insane. It is insane and it is so wrong. So, you guys, please keep watching our videos. Um, Join our groups, hang up flyers. If you guys need money to print out flyers, please let one of us know in our groups or in the comments. We will definitely send you guys some. We will do anything if you guys are willing to help spread awareness for Kyron, you know. And yeah, I think that's it for the day. I just wanted to kind of come on here and let you guys know why I started, why I do what I do. Um, And like I said, if you want a bracelet or a magnet, please let me know. It definitely shows support. There's still justice to be served for Gabriel. Um, the CPS workers weren't charged and they're just walking around free. It's so sad. I don't know how they're walking around free. Um, it's fucking bullshit. Another CPS failure. This poor child had so many ways out, so many ways, so many people that could have helped him. But yeah, I hope everybody has a great rest of the day. Tomorrow we have a video up, um, and we'll probably have more. Having kids, you never know what time you can do something and you can't. Like, I have to work around them. And the kids go to school in the daytime, but then I have the little ones home. So it is hard. So if you see my times change a little bit, that's why. um, but yeah, thank you guys for your support. Please like and subscribe to our channel. And yeah, have a good one.